Good morning! It is the 5th of December today and I have decided to maybe try and do some form of Vlogmas. One, it's like almost a week into December. Two, the word Vlogmas kind of makes me feel uncomfortable. Don't know why. Number three, I don't feel Christmassy whatsoever. There's no sign of Christmas in my heart right now. There is just no Christmasness at all about me. Four, I feel like my life is very different than it was a few years ago when I kind of could do Vlogmas. I feel like because I work now and I have other responsibilities, maybe it'd be really boring. And five, don't know, a whole month of doing vlogs is quite weird and difficult. But you know what? Why not try? It could be vlogmas. I hate myself. But it could also, you know, be beneficial because as you guys know, if you have been watching my videos for a while, my channel is all about anxiety, and I've suffered with anxiety since I was 10. I'm now 23. So it's been a long old time, and I think Christmas is a time that isn't always joyous and happy. It can be really hard and really difficult, and there's been a few Christmases that I've just been like, please can Christmas just not happen this year? I just want to skip the 25th of December and just move on to the 26th, and I just don't like the whole Christmas period. It's very stressful for me, and this year is no different. I feel like I am approaching it in a different way, and I might make a whole video on how I'm approaching Christmas this year and how it's helping me. But generally Christmas is hard, and so I think maybe it'd be nice to have somebody vlogging that's not necessarily ice skating and doing all those things, and that's just kind of trying to get through whilst also trying to have fun. I don't want it to be a miserable time, and I don't want these vlogs to be miserable, obviously. I'm very happy, I'm very positive most of the time, but it doesn't negate the fact that it's quite difficult sometimes to live with a mental health illness. That's a pretty obvious statement right there. Anyway, what I think I might do is say I'm kind of doing Vlogmas, and you guys hold your horses. I know it's the most exciting revelation you've had all year. I know you're not going to be able to contain your excitement. I know this is just what you've been hoping and dreaming for all year, that Emily Rose will do Vlogmas. Guys, I've got you. We're going to try and do it. So what I might do today is film a couple of videos that I can have as kind of like if I'm not able to vlog one day, because that's the thing, is I work kind of weird hours and I kind of work a little bit every day, and then I have days where I do like a whole day of work and it's like I can't really vlog on those days. So I might film a couple of videos today for days where I'm not able to vlog, and yeah, so this will be the first time trying to do Vlogmas while living on my own. Living on your own is hard, living on your own is amazing. I don't know why I'm going off. It's such a tangent right now. I've not actually talked to a camera in a long time, so I feel like I've got just so much to say. But yeah, this will be my first year of vlogging, living on my own, so it might be a lot of like cleaning and the things that I kind of do, which I don't really do a lot of cleaning. I kind of wait for it to get really bad and then I do it. But yeah, let's have some honesty up in here. Love it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get ready for the day. That's a good start. And then I might write like some form of list, because I just feel like right now I'm so overwhelmed with everything I have to do. I feel like there's just so much work stuff, and then there's so much like other project stuff, and then there's so much like life admin stuff, and then flat stuff and myself stuff and doctor stuff, and I'm just ignoring it all because I can't physically get my head around all the things I need to do. So maybe if I write a list, I can pretend it's doing something good. Anyway, let's see what happens this month. I don't know if there's going to be, maybe this is the only vlog that's going to go up. Maybe this vlog won't even go up. If you're watching it, this vlog has gone up. Anyway, it's been 5 minutes of me talking, so I'm going to stop this clip and I'm going to get ready and then see what happens today. Okay, so I have just written down a big old list of things that I need to do. The main thing is reply to people, because I just get really bad at replying to people when I'm really busy, because I'm just like, I push everything out. I push everything to the side because I can't deal with it. So I need to reply to all the people I need to reply to. I've already started doing that. I've already started doing some emails this morning. The next big thing is I really need to clean my whole flat, and I've been putting this off for so long and just doing things as and when I've needed to, stuff like that, and I just need to do it. I also need to film some videos. I've got loads of video ideas that I've had recently, but I've just not had time to sit down and film them, so I'd really like to do that. And then I need to think about Christmas presents, and I need to think about work stuff, but I think I might leave work stuff till next week because I've done all the stuff I need to do for this week. So I think I'm going to leave that completely until next week and just do like little bits for it, but just that's it. One thing I really wanted to mention just now is if you are, I know this time of year is very expensive, and I also know that a lot of people think about other people at this time of year as well, and you think about how you're very fortunate, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this right now are very fortunate and in a situation where you might have a little bit of money to spare. If you don't, then I totally understand that as well. This time of year is really hard financially, but if you're in a position where you have any kind of money to spare this year, there are so many great charities to give your money to. My charity of choice is a charity called Steka, and this charity I have been supporting in various ways for a long time, and a lot of my family and friends support this charity. And it is a children's home in Malawi that has, I think right now, like 72 children in it. I'm not exactly sure because it's always kind of changing, but I have followed this family for a really long time, and they are just the most amazing family. The main thing that is really interesting and that I really love is that they are currently trying to build a vocational skills centre, which means they can teach people loads of different skills, from like hairdressing to sewing to mechanics and stuff, I think. Loads of different kind of skills, so that they can use those skills to either teach other people or to get jobs. In Malawi it's very hard to get jobs, and only 1% of the population or something goes to university. It's really not accessible for people, and this family, they run completely solely on donations, and this time of the year is really hard because they're trying to get donations for school fees, and it's really, really tough to get donations for school fees, and also trying to build this vocational skills centre. Just everything they do is to benefit not just their family but the general community around them, and they're just so hardworking and really just so happy and joyous, and it's just really lovely to see. I've met a couple of the kids from there, but I've never been to Malawi obviously. I'd love to go one day, but if you are looking for a charity to support, they are a really great charity to support. All of the money that you donate will go to their family for school fees, for food and stuff like that, and also to help build this amazing skills centre. So yeah, I'm going to leave a link down below to their website. It would be amazing if you could donate. Even a £1 would be really, really cool. Literally every single pound helps in these kind of situations, and it's just a little thing you can do. I know there's loads of charities out there to support at this time of year, and all charities are absolutely great, but that's just one that's really close to my heart, so I thought I would mention here if any of you are thinking about maybe donating a couple of pounds to somewhere. Anyway, I am going to start on my dishes right now. I'm going to do them until my mum calls and says what her plans are, and I'm just going to do them right now. I am back now from the shop. I brought my camera with me to do some vlogging, and I never actually did because it's so windy outside, and I also just forgot to bring my camera into shops. I use a Canon 700D, so it's actually quite a big camera to do vlogging on. Anywho, I've not eaten anything all day, so I got myself a Caffè Nero tuna panini, because if you've not tried a Caffè Nero tuna panini and you eat fish, it's the best thing ever. So delicious. I thought I'd show you a couple of the presents I got from people. I can't show you everything because some things people might watch, but how cute are these? For my goddaughter who is 2. They're little pyjamas, they're from Boots, and Boots are actually quite good for children's clothes. They are so cute. It says things like hello sunshine, hello Jupiter, hello Saturn. Oh, I just think they're so adorable, and I feel like I'm not going to always be able to buy her clothes that are so tiny for very much longer. So I thought I'd buy that, and then that's her Christmas presents totally sorted. Then the other things I can't actually show you because I think that person might watch a vlog. That's my goddaughter's Christmas present sorted, my boyfriend's Christmas present sorted, I think most of my dad's, so I'm getting there Christmas shopping wise. This is such an expensive time of the year. I actually went into Boots and bought quite a few things for people's presents, and my card got declined. It was really embarrassing, so I had to take money from my savings and put it into my bank account while I was getting served. It was kind of embarrassing, and I was like, oh my god, I just thought I had more money. Also, because I'm self-employed, I invoice people but they don't always pay me straight away for whatever reason, and so sometimes I'm left a little bit skint, and that's happening right now, and it's kind of scary sometimes being self-employed in that way of like there's not like a standing, what's it called, a standing invoice or whatever it's called. I just invoice people at the end of every month-ish. Anyway, I need to get that sorted, but yeah, we were out for much longer than I thought. It's dark now outside, so I think I actually might just chill for a bit. I'm watching a girl on YouTube called Christina Randall, who I find really interesting because she went to prison for 3 years, and so a lot of her videos are talking about her experience of prison. I've always found prison really interesting, and just hearing her real life stories about prison and how she's been reformed and all that kind of stuff, I just find it really interesting. So if that sounds like it's something interesting to you, her name is Christina Randall on YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to sit and eat my panini now and wait for Drew to come home.
Drove to Chicago. All things know. We sold our clothes to the state. I don't mind. I made a lot of mistakes.
Yes, I'll do my best. Yes. I've been seeing
Hello, so I have just come home. It is now 9:30. Me and Drew actually ended up going to a political hustings event, which is when all the MPs that are standing in your area all get together on a stage and they answer questions from the members of the public. It's made it much more tough to know who I'm voting for, if I'm totally honest. The Conservative leader was, as expected, but much more shocking. I'm, as you guys probably know, very anti-Tory. I've never ever supported, I can't really get on board with the Tories in any respect. If you vote for the Tories, you vote for the Tories. But watching these videos, you should know I absolutely do not support anything about them. I find them disgusting. I find it really, really hard to, I found it really hard to listen to her, although of course it's really important that we listen to each other and we have respect for each other. But it was getting to a point where it was genuinely unbelievable, some of the things she was saying. She was being racist, she was being horrific about food banks. Like, it was very much like the things you read about Tories that you're like, oh, it can't be that bad. It was that bad. The Lib Dem MP was very disappointing. I would say that Labour and SNP were kind of on an even keel of most of their answers and stuff I was on board with and I agreed with, and then the green woman absolutely outshone them all. Yeah, so it's just made it much more tough to know who I'm voting for, to be honest. I don't really know what I'm going to do at the moment. I have a rough idea of who I think I'm going to vote for, but man, it was tough, and it was Drew's first hustings, and he did really well and he was really into it, so I was really happy about that. Anyway, look at my hair. Just look at it. I got one book when I was there. We went to the bookshop and it was really fun. It was lovely. Very Christmassy. We got mulled wine and mince pies, and then we got then I got a book for myself because I thought, you know what, treat yourself. Also, like, I know I was talking earlier in this video about how Christmas is really hard financially, and I was definitely struggling a little bit. I decided to buy myself a new book because self-love. It's called It's About Bloody Time, period. Obviously it's a book about periods by Emma Barnett. I thought that was really interesting. I definitely think it's something right up my street that I'll be really into. So got that, and then there was also, like I said earlier, an opportunity to buy a book for a child in need, and we bought a book for child between the ages of 5 to 8 on animals. And so we bought a book for I think a boy who's between the ages of 5 and 8, and he wanted a book on animals, so we managed to find one of them, and that book will be going to a little boy in Edinburgh for his Christmas, which is really, really nice to think that he'll be opening that book on Christmas morning and not knowing what's inside and have a really gorgeous book. So yeah, it's been a really good evening. I'm going to end this vlog here because I think it's been super long and chatty, and it's probably, if you've made it this far, you are an angel, and thank you very much. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you maybe tomorrow, who knows, stick around, stay tuned.